Hey everyone, Nick Griot, Griot's Garage. Today we're going to clean up some dirty windows on this daily driven Scion FR-S. Now the car is pretty well maintained, however, when you inspect the windows under a high intensity LED light, we see that there's a lot of grime and dirt built up, which can become dangerous in moments of high sunlight or at night when you're catching glare or oncoming headlights. So to get these windows clean, we're going to use Griot's Garage Window Cleaner. It is a safe and easy way to get crystal clear, streak-free glass without running the risk of doing any harm or leaving anything behind on your windows. It is perfume and dye-free, and it is also ammonia-free, so it's actually safe for tinted windows as well. So to start, there are two easy ways to apply window cleaner. You can actually spray it directly onto the window, which is what I generally prefer when I'm working on the outside of the car, or you can spray it directly onto the towel, which is what I prefer when I'm working on the interior, especially with sensitive areas such as dashes, which vary in type of material. If you're cleaning over a high-end leather dash, you probably want to spray directly onto the towel. But for the outside, just spray directly on. You want to be careful not to overspray because eventually it's just going to saturate your towel, which will lead to those streaks, which we're all trying to avoid. Now I'm going to use the PFM dual weave glass towel. I'm going to use the long nappy side for the initial cleanup and then flip it over to the fine side and make sure we've got a streak-free finish. Now if you need more, that's fine, but you just don't want to over-apply. Again, we're trying to fight that saturation on the towel, which will lead to those streaks. Window cleaner flashes pretty quickly, so be sure to do it in a cool environment. This window is looking good on the outside. I'm going to finish the rest of the outside windows and then do the inside. Now when cleaning the interior windows, again, if I've got an isolated window like this, I'm probably just going to spray directly onto the glass and clean much like I did the outside. However, when I do the interior windows, I'm going to do something a little bit differently. On the outside, I generally wipe side to side with windows. When I go to the inside, I wipe up and down. That way, if I see any streaks later, I know where I missed it and where I had to go back and clean. Just a useful little tip to help you trigger exactly where you need to clean. Also, if you've got a door that surrounds the glass, be sure to roll your window down and clean the edge of your window so you don't have this line going all the way around. So now that we've finished cleaning the windows both inside and out, you can see what a huge difference it makes having a high quality window cleaning product and a great towel. Of course, good technique is part of that. And like I told you before, because I changed my direction on the outside and inside, I actually saw that I missed some spots and left some streaks on the outside of the window, which I went back and cleaned up after I was all done. Now, another thing to add is if you're spraying your product directly onto the towel, it may eventually oversaturate the towel. Be sure to switch your towels out to prevent oversaturation, which will lead to streaking, which will lead to you having a very bad time cleaning your windows. Thank you for watching. For more information on window cleaner or any of the products that I use in this video, be sure to visit griotsgarage.com. And as always, have fun in your garage.